Hi everyone, I'm Chansey. Today I'm going to present to you a topic about Lev Vygotsky's zone of proximal development and its application in digital learning environment. The content is divided into the following parts. Part 1, Learning Objectives. 2. Author biography. 3. Introduction. 4. Social interaction. 5. More knowledgeable other. 6. Zone of proximal development. 7. Scaffolding. 8. Digital learning environment. 9. Application in digital learning environment. Part 1. Learning Objectives. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to explain the similarities and differences of Piaget and Vygotsky theory, explain the key concepts of social interaction, explain the concept of zone of more knowledgeable other, describe the examples of more knowledgeable other. Explain the concept of zone of proximal development and its stages. Explain the purpose of scaffolding. Describe the uses of scaffolding in a classroom setting. At last, describe the examples of application in digital learning environment. Part 2. Author biography. This part we will know about Lev Vygotsky. Lev Vygotsky was called the Mozart of psychology. He born on November 17, 1896, Osha, Belarus. He died on June 11, 1934, Moscow, Russia. He was known for cultural historical psychology, zone of proximal development, and inner speech. His sport was Rosanovna makeover. His alma mater was Moscow State University. His works are very famous, such as Educational Psychology and Thinking and Speech. In 1917, he earned a law degree in Moscow State University, where he studied a range of topics, including sociology, linguistics, psychology, and philosophy. His formal work in psychology began in 1924 at Moscow's Institute of Psychology. He completed a dissertation in 1925 on the psychology of art, but was awarded his degree in absentia due to an acute tuberculosis relapse that left him incapacitated for a year. His major theories are social-cultural theory, zone of proximal development, more knowledgeable other. Part 3. Introduction. This part I will introduce you about Vygotsky's social cultural theory. What is social cultural theory? Social cultural theory grew from the work of psychologist Lev Vygotsky, who believed that parents, caregivers, peers, and the culture at large are responsible for developing higher order functions. According to Vygotsky, learning has its basis in interacting with other people. Once this has occurred, the information is then integrated on the individual level. Social culture theory stresses the role that social interaction plays in psychological development. It suggests that human learning is largely a social process, and that our cognitive functions are formed based on our interactions with those around us who are more skilled. Social culture theory focuses on how mentors and peers influence individual learning, but also on how cultural beliefs and attitudes affect how learning takes place. There are some similarities and differences between Piaget and Vygotsky's theory. Similarities. Both think that children are active learners who actively organize new information with existing information. Therefore, Piaget and Vygotsky postulated that knowledge is constructed by each subject and is not the result of an acquisition of answers. Both think that over time, cognitive development decreases. They also believe that cognitive development starts with a conflict. In addition, both Piaget and Vygotsky share the idea of the importance of the game. Finally, both think that language is important for cognitive development, but from different perspectives. Also, there are some differences between their theories. Vygotsky's view learning is social and children work with others to build knowledge. Development is driven by input from others and MKOs. Also, development is different depending on social and cultural context. He thinks development is continuous. Learning precedes development. Language drives thought. Social speech becomes inner speech, which leads to the development of inner speech. Part 4. Social interaction. There are some key concepts about social interaction. First, social interaction plays a central role in cognitive development. Cognitive and human development, according to Vygotsky, is a result of a dynamic interaction between the individual and the society. This dynamic relationship denotes a relationship of mutuality between the two. Just as society has an impact on the individual also has an impact on the society. Second, social learning precedes development. Vygotsky claims that a child will not be able to develop unless he undergoes or experiences social learning first. He identified two areas or levels where the functions in a child's cultural development appears in: social level or interpsychological, individual level or intrapsychological. 3. Language accelerates cognitive development. It is a given that language is very important in any social interaction, since it is the primary medium of communication in any social setting. The 3 stages of speech development according to Vygotsky. Stage 1. Social or internal speech. Stage 2. Egocentric speech. Stage 3. Inner speech. 4. Self-initiated discovery and collaborative dialogue aid in a child's cognitive development. Vygotsky agrees mostly with Piaget. The inherent curiosity of young children pushes them to be actively involved in their learning and motivate them to discover and explore new things by themselves. He postulated that the social and cultural setting that children's activities take place in requires social interaction and communication, and that the children learn best through these social interactions. They acquire knowledge and hone skills through these interactions, as well as the culture surrounding them, and these ultimately share their cognition. Part 5. Let's learn about more knowledgeable other. What is more knowledgeable other? It refers to someone who has a better understanding or a high ability level than the learner concerning a particular task, process, or concept. Who can be the MKO? For example, parent. An involved parent is the best example of MKO. The parent is continuously serving as the more knowledgeable other for their child for most of their lives. Teacher, second only to the parent. The teacher is the next most enduring MKO in a child's life. Teachers spend almost as much time with a child as the parent. The teacher is responsible for helping the child learn to read, write, and problem solve. Coach. The coach serves as a very specific type of MKO. They are continuously assessing their players' zone of proximal development, and then working out practice routines to help them progress to the next level of their potential. Peer. Peers can also be MKOs. If one student has a better understanding of a concept or skill, they can assist their peers who may be struggling. Tutor. Tutors are individuals hired specifically to provide additional support and guidance in a particular subject or skill. Tutors act as MKOs by helping learners understand concepts, answering questions, and offering assistance tailored to their learners' needs. Sibling. Those who go first know the best way. That's because they have already attempted that what fails and have learned from their mistakes. Part 6. Zone of Proximal Development. You can imagine a circle divided into 3 rings. The inner circle or ring represents what the child already knows, while the third, outermost circle or rings represents what he still does not know. What about the second, or middle circle? That gap or that empty area between the inner and outer circles is the zone of proximal development. That is where the learning will take place. So, what is the ZPD? The definition goes like this. The ZPD is the gap between the level of actual development, what the child can do on his own, and the level of potential development, what a child can do with the assistance of more advanced and competent individuals. The ZPD refers to the range of skills and abilities that a child can accomplish with the guidance and support of a more knowledgeable person, such as a teacher or a parent. ZPD has 4 stages. Here is a picture of stages of ZPD. Stage 1. Aided and assisted by a more knowledgeable person. Stage 2. Assistance provided by oneself. Stage 3. Automatization of knowledge with practice. Stage 4. De-automatization of the previous stages. This table provides a detailed explanation of 4 stages of ZPD. There are several core concepts developed by Vygotsky and expanded upon by others following him that have helped round out this learning theory. The success of this learning process involves these key components. The presence of someone with the knowledge and skills to guide the learner. Supportive activities, known as scaffolding, provided by the expert that help guide the learner. Social interactions that allow the learner to work on their skills and abilities. Before I have mentioned MKO and social interactions. Next, I will introduce to you about scaffolding. Part 7. Scaffolding. What is Vygotsky scaffolding? Vygotsky scaffolding, or just scaffolding, is a teaching method that helps students learn more by working with a teacher or a more advanced student to achieve their learning goals. Vygotsky scaffolding is part of the education concept, zone of proximal development. When a child is in their ZPD, an expert will provide them with appropriate assistance to help them accomplish a new task or skill. Activities, instructions, tools, and resources that are used to aid in their learning process are known as scaffolding. There are some advantages of scaffolding. 1. Challenges students. 2. Engages students. 3. Gives students an opportunity for success. 4. Provides differentiated learning. Examples of scaffolding that educators may use include asking a student what they think should be done next, what their thought process was, or if there are other ways the problem can be solved. Modeling how to solve a similar problem or complete a similar task. Putting students in small groups and having them discuss a new concept before engaging in it. Using visual aids to help students conceptualize a task prior to engaging in it. Asking students to use prior knowledge to better understand more complex topics. Use meta-cognitive online tools such as self-assessments of material and self-correcting to help students learn concepts. Part 8. Digital Learning Environment. What is digital learning environment? It refers to educational environments that use digital technologies and online tools to support, promote, and enhance the learning process. This environment includes a variety of digital tools, software, online platforms, and resources divided to provide students and educators with a more flexible, interactive, and personalized learning experience. Here are the key components and features of digital learning environments. Online learning platforms, collaborative tools, content management systems, e-learning modules and courses, virtual learning environments, adaptive learning technologies, mobile learning, gamification and educational games, assessment and analytics tools, communication platforms. Part 9. Application in digital learning environment. This part I will introduce you some examples of application in digital learning environment. Google Classroom, a learning management system that allows teachers to create, distribute, and grade assessments in a paperless way. It facilitates communication and collaboration between students and teachers. Paraport, a game-based learning platform that allows teachers to create quizzes, discussions, and surveys as games. It promotes engagement and interaction in the classroom. Duolingo, a language learning platform that uses gamification to make learning fun and interactive. It offers courses in various languages. Coursera, an online platform offering a wide range of courses and specializations from universities and organizations worldwide. It provides an opportunity for learners to access high-quality education remotely. These examples illustrate the diverse applications of digital learning environments in different education fields. These tools and platforms has been developed to create more engaging, interactive, and personalized learning experiences. Okay, that's all. The above contents are what I want to share with you. Thank you for watching.